So I basically did my FAQ video, and since everybody was so interested and more questions naturally kept rolling in, I thought why not answer the most important question that everyone keeps on asking me, which is, how are you affording it? How are you funding it? Are your parents paying for it all? And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to be glass. I'm going to be super transparent and just explain everything to you guys with full transparency. So basically, my university, UEA in England, in Norwich, is actually partnered up with SFSU. So I've done 2 years of university already in England, so technically this is still my undergraduate studies. So basically, Student Finance England is giving me some funding to do this for a year. So it's basically like a government grant. Not a grant, sorry, because a grant means that you don't pay it back. I do have to pay it back. I'm going to be in loads of debt by the time I'm done with this year. But that's okay, because I thought, you know what, YOLO. So basically, right, Student Finance gives students a finance. They give you like a loan that you take out of the bank, and then you can like use that to like spend throughout the year on like rent and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how I'm surviving. However, don't get me wrong, because that's not like free money that's covering everything. It does not work like that at all, because they give you like a fraction of the amount of money that you need to survive. Bear in mind, California is super expensive to live in, particularly San Francisco. The economy here is like really bad. I don't know much about economics, but I just know that I think it's quite bad, because basically things are so expensive here. Rent is like ridiculously expensive. Like I'm literally sharing this dingy ass tiny room that like an ant could barely fit in, like, and we're sharing, breathing the same oxygen and carbon dioxide in every single day and night, and we each pay almost like £1,500 a month. This room, the landlord of SFSU gets about £3,000 from this room alone every month. Can you imagine how expensive that is? So if I was to get this room alone, I'd have to pay £3,000 alone for this dingy room. I only snapped so it sounds more like upbeat, but it's not good. So yeah, San Francisco is notoriously very expensive. There's like a lot of homelessness here. People genuinely just are out of work and they just can't even survive to live here. Like I literally bought curry powder the other day. Tell me why the hell it was $5.50. Trader Joe's. Actually, it wasn't Trader Joe's. Target. I actually like Trader Joe's because they don't tax you at the end. Target does, on the other hand, which is a bit annoying. Like I'll literally go to the till, be done with my shopping, be like, okay, not bad. I spent about $20, and they'll be like, wait, and don't forget the tax. That'll be about $23, and I'm like, great. It just feels like posting packaging energy. I don't want it here. One thing though, I do fancy Joe from Trader Joe's. He's like really nice because he doesn't tax you, and the customer service there is like really good. And bananas are cheaper. They're 29 cents in Target and 19 cents per banana in Trader Joe's, which technically actually works out cheaper than in England. Hey ho, maybe that's quite good. But other things are actually really expensive. Like I said, spices are so hell expensive. No wonder why everyone eats bland food, because it's so bloody expensive. Like literally, I bought black pepper, bought it to the till, right, because I read the wrong label and I thought it was about $2, which is about reasonable. No, tell me why it was about like $6. I put that shit back. I put it back. I just didn't understand why black pepper is that expensive. It's literally a placebo. It doesn't even taste like nothing. I just add it thinking that it has a bit of flavour. It literally does nothing. I could add soy oil on and it would taste better. And tell me why. I had a student, right, his mum was paying me to teach him maths. I could barely remember. It was like factorising expressions and all of that, and I haven't done that since I was 16. So he was like, we were literally doing it. And I had to ask ChatGPT how to factorise expressions, and at the same time I was like, oh, hang on, sorry, the Wi-Fi is lagging, hang on, did you hear? While I was like quickly trying to learn it and like figure it all out, and then be like, oh yeah, I remember. So basically, to expand the bracket, you basically have to wait, it froze for a little bit while I like had to understand. Anyway, yeah, whatever. I'm so sorry if you're watching this. Anyway, then that I am better at maths now, and I also told him I was like, I'm not very good at maths, but you know, I'll teach you at your own risk. Let's just stick to English for now. I can teach you ABC. Sound good? Wait, it gets even funnier when he wanted me to teach him art homework. And basically, right, so his art homework was, I don't even know how he wanted me to like remotely teach him art. So I was like, I literally so that's pretty much how I made like most of my money online when I wasn't working in Tesco. I did also make money on Vinted as well, and I basically just got a bunch of my clothes from my aunties and like from like my own cupboard that I don't want anyone. I sold it on Vinted and I managed to make money through that. So guys, I know Vinted should be paying me for this, but I'll be a nice person today and do some charity work. So if you guys want to make extra money, go on Vinted and sell some crap that you've got in your cupboards. Anyway, let me tell you guys, I quickly went into Sephora today and I picked up these face razors, mostly because I like the colour of it, the pastel colours, and they look really cute and aesthetic. And I've never used this kind of stuff before, but I do think think that it could be quite cool, because I can't be bothered to always like thread. So I thought, why not give these a try? Also, because my birthday is next month, they gave me a free birthday gift, but it was so hard because I was so indecisive and I couldn't pick which gift I wanted, so I was purposely taking ages and looking longingly into the cashier's eyes so that he could give me more than one, but he didn't give in and he only told me to pick one, and it was so hard because I couldn't decide which one. So there was like, for example, a hair product, but I didn't really want that because I don't even have hair, and then there was like a makeup thing, but that was irrelevant, I don't remember what it was. Then there was like another product, and that was one that I was stuck between. So it was like the Glow Recipe like skincare duo, or there was the Dior one, and that's one I couldn't pick between because I literally wanted the Dior one because I was a baby Miss Dior, and I already had that, but there was also a baby Sauvage, and I love Sauvage so much. I'll literally wear it myself because it smells so bellissimo. So I was like, which one should I get? I don't know, give me both. And he like didn't. He was like, what skin type do you have? And I was like, oily. So then he was like, maybe go for the Glow Recipe, and I was like, okay, cool, because I would never buy it myself, it's so bloody expensive. So I got the duo, which is so exciting because I wanted it up TikTok for such a long time, but let me open it because I wanted to open it on camera. It says happy birthday, joyeux anniversaire. Oh my god, I feel like it's my birthday today, so let me open it. So basically both of them are in there, and it's so cute and so small, and oh, I'm just so excited because I really wanted it for a really long time. I'm trying to think of like other things to say in terms of like affordability and all of that. I'm that type of person that just doesn't actually like rely on other people in terms of like finances and stuff, so I did make sure I had everything organised and everything in order before coming here, particularly with student finance, because they were giving me like a percentage of like the money I need to like actually live here. Additionally, I didn't mention this because it's not relevant at the moment, but it could be relevant like in the future, particularly if you want to go abroad and you're from the UK. There is a scheme called the Turin scheme, and they apparently, they haven't yet notified me, give you money monthly, and there's like a grant that you can keep that money, spend it on whatever you want, go crazy, have a party, travel each month if you want, but they haven't even let me know anything yet. So Turin scheme, if you're watching this video, give me my money. But yeah, and the rest of how I'll handle my finances will be left to God Almighty, because I don't really know. That's why I'm on this TikTok thing, to make some peas and make money. No, I'm joking. I'm actually on here because I just like being able to just talk to someone at the end of the day and just talk to you guys. Yeah, I low-key find it crazy that I can talk for 10 minutes straight. Like, this video is 10 minutes long, and I won't even run out of things to say. Like, I'll constantly have a stream of things in my head, like things to just say, and I'll just keep thinking of like more things to say, and it will just come seamlessly in my mind without me even having to like actively think of like what to say next. Like, it's actually crazy. Like I've spoken for, it's just gone past 8 minutes now. Like, what the actual flip. Anywho, I discovered this pretzel place today, and it was really nice because I don't even like pretzels. I find it like so like dry, but pretzels, it was actually good. And then I also discovered this chai place as well. Again, I don't really drink chai, but I had a caramel iced tea, and it was really nice, and it kind of made me think of like tea time in England, and because we've always got the designated tea maker, and it was just like, it's just like a cute little ritual thing that we do in England with like my aunties, and we all come around and drink tea together, but like it's just not a thing here, like no one does that. So I just reminisced of England and drinking tea, and how we don't drink tea here unless you're at a coffee shop. Also, before coming here, I was supposed to go to Wyoming. Wyoming is so much cheaper to live in than California, but then it's a case of, do I want to live in Wyoming? Not really. So yeah, that is all for this video.